Philippians 1-6. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion, until the day of Christ Jesus.
Hey wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you don't know me, my name is Kadi. Welcome to the family. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how I achieved these soft locks. This is my first time doing this, so guys bear with me, but without further ado, let's get straight into this tutorial. So I'll be using the natural locks. I got this from the hair store, and I would also be using an Afro Kinky bulk spring twist hair. This is how it looks on the inside, and as you guys can see, I'm using a burgundy color. So there is 44 strands of the locks in the packaging. So because I really want the length to be long, I would like it to be like 36 inch. This is an 18 inch, so I would have to create my own length, which is to extend the locks. So I'm going to show you guys how I achieved the long 36 inch. So first of all, I did go ahead and open the loop of one natural locks, and then I go ahead and take another lock and unravel just the tip of it, and then I take one side and I just place this into the loop. And now I'm gonna go ahead to create like a knot, and you don't want your knot to be like bulky or too big. You want it to look very natural. I didn't really do this for all of them, but for the sake of tutorial just make sure you have it very small and very natural so that it can blend in properly. And then I just go ahead and wrap each side as you guys can see. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a got2b spray just to make sure this is secure, make sure that it doesn't slide from one side. Just make sure this is very secure, because baby girl, you don't need that hair falling off. Okay, so yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just gonna show you guys another piece. I'm basically wrapping it opposite like the way that the locks is going. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm kind of just making sure I'm wrapping it inside the locks so that it doesn't come out. Well, I did have an issue where some of them came out, but it's okay. Just make sure you do it properly, okay? Because like I said, this is my first time, okay? But yeah, so I just go ahead and make sure I do that, and now I have the length that I want. So we're gonna go ahead and start. As you guys can see, I started braiding my hair already because I didn't want this video to be too long where I have to be braiding my hair on camera. So I will go ahead and braid the two that is left at the front. I did do, I believe, 44 part-ins, so I have 44 part-ins on my head right now. You can do it small. Obviously I went ahead and did the back big because I wanted the back to be a bit big, then the front small. Yeah, so it's up to you. If you want it all small, you can go ahead and do that, but I have 44 part-ins. So right now I'm just doing a normal traditional braiding, and I'm just Kenroing my hair so that I can start the crochet method. I am doing the crochet method for this hairstyle. And I also went ahead and used the Gummy edge control just to slick everything up to make sure everything is neat. You can use any edge control you prefer, because I know not everybody like to use Gummy because it does leave some flakes, but that's something you can deal with at the end, which is to use wipes and mousse to clean it off. Now I just go ahead and cut the spring twist into two, and I'm gonna open the loop of the locks, and I'm going to go ahead and crochet this. I'm gonna be doing like two different methods. The first method I'm gonna do is not to crochet the locks from the base, just because I want it to have that knotless look. As you guys can see, I did go ahead and crochet the hair on my actual, the locks on my actual hair, and then I did went ahead and open the loop and then crochet the end of the locks into the loop. And as you guys can see, I'm pulling this just to make sure it's tight. And usually what some people do as well, they would actually crochet the natural hair into the base, like your own braid into the base, before you go ahead and crochet the spring twist. I didn't do that because my hair's already thin, so I know it would be easy for me to cover. So I go ahead now and start twisting the spring hair. And like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I'm literally just trying to see what works for me, and that's how I continued. So I would be doing different methods just to see what works for me, especially because I have thin hair at the front. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the crochet from my like hair. Like I would have to do it from the base. As you guys can see, I'm now at the front, like I said earlier on, because my hair is really thin at the front. So I start by crocheting the locks into the base of my hair, and then I go ahead and just, you know, put through my hair into the locks, and then I just twist it up before I go ahead and crochet the spring twist, and I start, you know, wrapping it around. So once I pull through the spring twist, I pull it from one side to make sure one side is longer than the other. Depending on how thick you want it or how thin you want it is how you're going to take the spring twist. Obviously, I wanted it to be a bit more thicker. From when I started, you can see it was a bit thin, but as I kept on doing it, I wanted it a bit more thicker because I don't have, like, you know, full natural hair. My hair is really thin, so I had to go ahead and add more of the spring twist. As you guys can see, I'm literally just, you know, wrapping this around. I don't know how to explain this part, but as you guys can see, the way I'm just, you know, trying to wrap this around my fingers and wrapping it around the locks and making sure I'm covering my own hair. When you actually crochet from the base of your hair and you're twisting, sometimes it does hurt. So just to let you guys know, it does kind of pull a bit, but I had to do this method because my hair is not like thick at the front for me to start, you know, crocheting the locks on like the middle section or the middle part of my braid. So this is all I keep doing. I make sure I wrap and then stop it where I want it to stop, because like I said, I'm not wrapping all the way to the end of the locks. People usually do that, but I wasn't going to do that. This hairstyle took me 3 days. But yeah, so I did go ahead and also use the got2b to spray where I ended the spring twist, just to make sure it's secure and it doesn't unravel. So this is how it looks. Yes, I'm gonna do that for everything. And for the back, like I said, I'm gonna not crochet from the base. I'll do it from the just the middle part of my braid, and then I would crochet the base and then start wrapping. So those are the two methods that I did for this hairstyle. This hairstyle took me 3 days because obviously I had my son, and I first braided my hair one day. I braided my natural hair. It took me a day. And then the second day I started crocheting the locks, but I didn't have enough hair. Like I said, I only had 22 natural locks in a pack, which in total 44. But because I am doubling the hair to extend the length, I didn't have enough hair, so I had to go ahead and go buy more hair. But when I went to the hair store down the road from my house, they didn't have the color, and then it just made me feel like I should have just done black, but it's not everyday black. But yeah, so I couldn't get the hair. So thank God I managed to do most of the front with what I have, like just individually without doubling the hair. I mean, without, like, you know, extending the length. So I literally just, you know, try to do some of it without extending the length and making sure that I can hold it into a bun for the next day, because the next day was Sunday and I had to go to church, so I had no choice but to go with my hair unfinished. So I did make sure I do as much as I can at the front, and I went to the hair shop the next day after church and I got more hair for me to finish this hairstyle. So it took me 3 days, and I was also going out that day, that Sunday. I was going out with my friends in the evening, so I had to go, like, rush home to finish it. So this is it really for this tutorial. There's nothing like much to say. It's very like straightforward, as long as you know how to do the wrapping, because doing the crochet should be the easiest part. As long as you know how to wrap and you know how to extend the length, then you're good. So as you guys can see, this is the next day after like I finished church and everything. I had to come home to finish it, guys. Like, I was so tired, but I had to finish it because no one else is gonna do it for me. As you guys can see, the middle still has, you know, few left that I couldn't do. And guys, it was so painful because I started crocheting from the base of my hair, and because you're twisting it around, definitely it's gonna hurt. But if you have fuller hair, then definitely you can crochet from the middle part of your braid. You don't have to do it from the base. So this is, like I said, this was my first attempt, so I guess I did do well. I did wanted it to have like a bit of a messy look to it, so I didn't want it to be perfect. So but you can always go ahead and make yours look perfect if you want, but I didn't want it to be perfect. I wanted it to have like a messy look. And you can also create the length, extend the length while you've crocheted the locks on your hair. Like I said, I had to crochet some of them when I didn't have enough hair, so now I have to attach an extra lock on what I have already done, if that makes sense. Because I couldn't find the same color at the hair shop that I went to, I had to use like a burgundy and black color that is mixed together. Like, this is not straight burgundy like some of them is mixed with, like, especially the spring twist hair, it's mixed with black hair as well. So but it didn't really make much of a difference. I feel like it just kind of blended well together. Now I just go ahead and do my baby hair. As you guys can see, I didn't really leave much at the front because as time goes by, the messier the hair becomes, the more your baby hair will like literally come out. So I didn't leave too much, so I'm just gonna go ahead to, you know, create my baby hair with what I left out. And as you guys know, I just like a very easy baby hair, so I'm just going ahead to do this now. And I also feel like the older the locks become, the nicer it looks on you. So I can't wait for this hair to obviously become old. But yeah, and I just go ahead and use a got2b just to, you know, spray the edges down just to give it that extra hold. So yeah guys, this is the final look. I don't feel like I'm gonna be doing middle parting or leaving this hair down just like that. Like, I'm always gonna have to be holding it or something, because yeah, in the beginning it did hurt a bit, but this is how it looks. I really love the color. I feel like this color just goes so well with my skin tone. I really love the fact that I've done something different, especially like this is my first time doing it, guys. I am in love. Let me know what you guys think in a comment below. Please don't forget to, you know, like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell to get notified for whenever I do post a new video. Guys, I am in love. Like, the color just looks so nice on me, and this is the length, like that 36-inch that I wanted. Like, guys, let me know what you guys think, because I am in love. Let me know what you guys think if you're gonna try this. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video. Bye.